Hello friends, I am Shravana and welcome to my channel Sparkling Future. Before starting with today's topic, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel. A new video will be published at 11 a.m. IST every day. Thank you. So today's topic is writing a data frame into a XML file using Spark SQL in Scala. So in the previous video we have seen how to read a XML file as data frame. Let's say you have a requirement like you have a CSV file, you have to apply some transformations on top of it. Finally you have to save that as a XML file into some location. So let's see some sample code in Scala to see how to achieve these requirements. So friends, this is the sample code that I have created. So before starting with the code, let's see what is the sample CSV file looks like. So it has three columns: name, age and education. You can see, right, this is a pipe delimited file. So this, let's see how to read this CSV file and then how to write it into a XML file. So I have created an object. I'm defined a main method and created a Spark session variable. Friends, this is the setting. Actually, you might have seen when you are running your program locally in Eclipse, you might have encountered some exceptions related to winutils.exe or some permission errors like null exception, not null pointer, null exception while writing the file to your disk, right? So for resolving such kind of exceptions, set this property here, or you can set C drive Hadoop. I mean, wherever you are storing your winutils.exe file, right? Add that in the Hadoop home and provide chmod 777 permission to that. That will resolve that issue. Okay, then Spark session variable I have created. Then I am creating a data frame out of this education.csv which we just checked. Okay, and it has the header anyway, so let me add that as well. Okay, and the delimiter is pipe delimiter, so I have specified in the option spark.read.option mentioning the delimiter. I'm telling that header is already there, and CSV I am passing that education.csv, and I am giving the column name so that it will not consider as C0, C1, C2 and all. So now I am not performing any transformations as of now. So let's see how to this is the data frame for reading the CSV file. So now let's see how can we convert that into XML and write it into some local machine. So friends, this is the format, this is the syntax for writing into XML file. So df.write.format XML. Here I have imported Databricks, this one com.databricks.spark.xml, hence I just mentioned as XML. If you don't want to import that, you have to enter this entire thing inside this format. And in the option I am mentioning what is the root tag. So here I am mentioning data, you can mention as per the requirement. Then root tag is the main tag, which usually is the first tag which will be present in the XML file. Row tag is for every record. Row tag will be the for that particular set of record. Row tag will be the name given is record in this example. And then I am writing mode as overwrite, so that the same, I mean, if at all you wanted to overwrite the data to the same XML file, then you can use this mode, otherwise it's not required. And I'm giving the option as null value. If at all any null value present in the data, then convert that as 0. This is also optional. I'm just mentioning here so that you will be aware of these options. Then finally I am saving it to the local machine with some folder. Inside this folder the part files will be generated. So friends, now let's run this code to see how the XML looks like. And before going, if at all you are when you are trying to run this into your local machine, right, you have to import and have these jars. So this com databricks spark.xml, you can when you are downloading from Maven repository, make sure that you are downloading based on the Scala version that you have installed in your machine. Now I am using 2.12 version, so make sure I have installed like Spark XML 2.12 version. Similarly, you download based on the version that is compatible with your Scala version. And this import statement I have used because I am using this option. Then this xml.util is this import helps when you are performing any operations on the XML. This I have imported simply just to show you that this can be imported for applying any util functions on the XML file. And finally this com.sun.xml, so this is required for writing that file into your local machine, else you will be getting one exception for class not found exception for this particular class. So now let me run this code and show you the output. So this is completed. Now let's see output is the name, eDrive output is the name I have given. You can see right in eDrive output, you can actually verify. If you see here, it is eDrive output and I am in eDrive output and part files are generated. And now I am opening that with a notepad. Now you can see the root tag is given as data because in the code I am mentioning as data, and the row tag is record. So for each tag it is creating as record. So each record is created like that. And in the execution.csv, how many files are generated here, right? How many rows are there? For each row it has created each record, and in each of the record it has 3 columns: name, age and education. So this is the way we can read an CSV file and we can write it as a XML file. Not only from CSV, from it's actually writing from a data frame, so you can read any file format and you can use this XML functionality, writing functionality, write.format XML and this root tag and row tag options, and you can save into XML files. Friends, I hope this is very clear to you. Post me for any queries you have in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video, friends. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting learning. Thanks.